All right. So, Julie and I are so excited to be sharing about coaching today. And so, let me go ahead and screen share and we will start our presentation for you. Yeah. All right. I think we're good, Jewel.
Ooh, welcome. So glad you are jumping on here either live or watching the recording to see this and to learn about what we do as coaches. I'm just super excited to share with you because right now is the best time to join our team as a coach. So we're going to jump right into my story. I've been a coach for 4.5 years. Seems like forever and very short all at the same time. I was a very busy teacher, very overwhelmed with all the things that teaching a new teacher came with. And I was doing a lot of different other things too. I was babysitting and tutoring just to make ends meet because we had just bought a house. And I was also shoveling out thousands of dollars for grad school all at the same time. And I remember coming to my husband and saying like, hey, Mick, like, I think I want to do this coaching thing. Like, it's through Beachbody. I know I love Beachbody programs. And he looked at me like I was crazy. Like we had any time to do anything else. But I had been in a sneak peek, kind of similar to this. And I saw the freedom that this opportunity could give our family in the future. And slowly but surely, as I started to coach and help more and more people, I was able to stop babysitting and stop tutoring kids after school. And now this is almost to the point of where it's replacing my teaching income, which is absolutely insane to me, to think that just working out of home and inspiring other people and sharing my story has led to almost financial freedom. I mean, we've paid off all of our debt and we have gone on so many amazing vacations. Now I got to stay at home with Quinn for 11 months, whereas most people get like 3 months. This extra income has been such a blessing in our lives. And we plan on taking it like to the next level, like being able to be mobile and snowbirds and live where we want to live and work from home. And that is just super exciting. The fact that this little opportunity that you can sign up for literally $40 can be something so big for your family. So I'm going to pass it over to Shayna. She'll share your story, totally different story than mine. But that's the beauty of this.
Yeah, people start this from all different places in their life, and I definitely did. I started coaching about 5 months after I had my first son, Ryan, and I still had weight to lose, and I was introverted, but we were broke. And I tell this story all the time, but I remember being in Target, sitting in the formula aisle because I wasn't able to breastfeed. I had an emergency C-section with my son. I was in the hospital for mastitis shortly after I had him, and breastfeeding just didn't work for me. And he had so many stomach issues that he was on this special Elementum Similac formula. And I remember sitting in Target on my phone, calculating how much it was going to cost every month to feed him. And I remember just thinking, I can't afford this. And I was in tears on the phone with my mom crying, like, what are we going to do? And my parents, bless their hearts, were always there for us and always willing to help and give us some money when we needed it. But I didn't want to have to ask for money every single month. And that is where we were at that point in our lives, is where we were borrowing money from my parents just to make ends meet, just to get our bills paid. And I didn't want to go back to work, and I wanted to be home with my son. And so coaching kind of fell into my lap at that point. I had been doing the workouts with my coach, but never in a million years would have thought I would have done anything fitness-wise. I mean, if anyone knew me almost 6 years ago now, they would have laughed thinking that I would be in a fitness business, because I wasn't like that big fitness person. I wasn't always in shape. Like, I was always like the chubby girl growing up, and I was very introverted and shy. And I just decided that when my coach brought it up to me again and all these medical bills were rolling in, I had to do something. I had to make a change. And so I decided to go for it. And so I did, and I dove in, and my husband was very supportive of it. And from day one, I just decided to get out of my comfort zone and get out of my own way and make this work. And that's exactly what we were able to do. I mean, over the course, I've been a coach for almost 6 years now. And over the course of these 6 years, we were able to pay off debts. We had my daughter, which we never would have had another kid if we were in the same financial situation that we were in. I was able to allow my husband to take a pay cut to pursue his passion of being a police officer. And that would have never been possible had it not been for Beachbody and for deciding to just go all in as a coach. So we'll keep on going in our presentation, and Julie's going to share a little bit about what we do as coaches.
So our first job as a coach is to work on yourself. You know, like we have all these amazing tools, and if you've ever bought a challenge pack, you know you get them, and you become a coach for free, and you just start using what we have. We do the workouts, we have Shakeology, we have Energize, like you get to pick what you love, and that's what I love about this. Like not every single person has to do everything. I know people and coaches who love to cycle and they still go to cycling classes and they add Beachbody into it, or maybe, you know, like whatever. And so we get results for ourselves. And we share them because we are showing that these products and these workouts work, and we are proof that they work. If you work hard at that, I mean, every single health journey like takes effort. This is not like a magic thing. And I love that our company, like the center of their mission is enriching people's health and their lives to live happier. And it's funny because I didn't really look much into Beachbody before I started becoming a coach. And I'm so glad that I paired with such an amazing company because I don't know, there's so many other companies out there, and this one is so special and just has such a mission and such a passion to help people. And they don't cut corners. Like Shakeology is expensive because it's the real deal. Like they don't cut corners. If you've ever watched an infomercial on it, like they literally go out into the native place where these ingredients are found and add them into our shake because they know that that's the best quality. And like that is huge. Like we're not here to just make money. Our company cares about the quality of our products, and that's something that I never really, I always took it for granted. But anyway, little tangent there. I just get so excited that like we're not one of those companies that like we're here to make money. Like that's not our MO at all. And then our other job obviously is to help other people with these tools and products that we have. So a huge part of our job is to get other people results. Now, like we can't do the work for them, but we can create a community where they're inspired and motivated and encouraged every single day to work on themselves. And that's where you come in as someone's personal cheerleader. We don't have to be the fitness trainer because we already have master trainers for that. We don't have to be the nutritionist because we already have nutrition programs made by nutritionists. We just have to be there to help them if they have questions and to encourage them and tell them that they can do it even when it's hard, because we've been through that journey already because we're already getting results on ourselves. No journey is easy. So that's basically what we do. We run virtual gyms or challenge groups or whatever you want to call them. You can create your own name. But basically we show up every day, we lead from the front, we encourage people and have them check in.
Yeah. And then what we do from there is a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So you probably have gotten onto this call because you've seen us on social media, you've watched our Instagram stories, you've seen our posts. That's all the stuff that we do on the outside. So we kind of think of it as our storefront, but most of what we do as coaches is behind the scenes. And that's all about connecting, inviting, and following up. I like to say that we're professional friend makers because it's so true. Like we aren't going out there to sell these products to people. We're going out there to genuinely meet people who we feel we have something we can offer them that would help fill a need that they have. So if you struggle with your workouts, great, we have a solution for you. If you struggle with your nutrition, awesome, we have a solution for you. If you're like me and you are broke as a joke when you first start this, great, I have a solution for you. So we're going out there every single day and we're connecting with new people. We're inviting those people to come along on this journey with us. We're not trying to sell them on our shakes, sell them on our workouts, sell them on our business structure. We're inviting you to do something that we are already doing every day and love. And then we're following up with people. So as you invite them, you're going to get people who say no, you're going to get people who ghost you. That's totally normal. But we're always continuing to follow up with people so that they know we're here when you're ready. It all comes to people in their own time. And so it's super important just to keep those relationships going. And what I love the most about this is I would say probably 95% of the women that I work with in my virtual gyms, our team, Julie is a great example. I never in a million years would have met had it not been for coaching. And these are some of my best friends, like people I talk to every day. Yes, we do our workouts. Yes, we do business together, but we do life together. And that's a really special thing about this. And I will say, I was super introverted. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, the idea of going out there and making friends is terrifying to me, I get you. I am you, girl. I totally understand that. Like, I used to think like, oh my God, if I had to do a presentation like this, I would have freaked out. I'm like, nope, this isn't for me. There's no way I could do it. But you are going to grow. And that kind of leads me into the next little bit here, and that's personal development. This is actually one of the core values of our company, Beachbody, is to do personal development every day. Because like Julie said, they're not just about making money. They're not just about going out there and selling these products to people. They genuinely want you to live a healthy, fulfilling life. And that starts with you. That starts with growing yourself. You, when you start coaching, are not going to be the same person 5 months from now, 30 days from now. You should be different. You should be growing. You should be learning new things, bettering your life. I hear all the time from people, whether it's the virtual gym or this business, and I'm a perfect example of this. This didn't just change my health. This didn't just make me more fit and more healthy. It impacted my marriage. It impacted the way that I am with my kids. It impacted my confidence, my self-esteem. And you will grow every single day in this journey if you're willing to get out of your comfort zone and out of your own way to do so. So personal development, it is huge. I love personal development. If you see behind me this book, well, you can't see behind me because I'm screen sharing, but behind me is a giant bookshelf full of books. I love them. So we have what you need to work on yourself, whatever that may be. Okay, so why our team? There's plenty of teams out there, right? I'm sure that you've been talked to by multiple Beachbody coaches. It's totally okay. There's lots of us out here. And the really cool thing is each one of us has something really unique to bring to the table. So you find the person that you connect with and you go after it with that person. And I feel like our team is just super special in this regard. Like, I absolutely love our team. We are Team Goal Crushers, and we are all about setting goals and then helping you figure out how to get to those goals, how to put in the action and the hustle behind that so that you can hit them and so that you don't do it alone. We have messenger pods that we put you in, and we do it together. We link arms, like it says here. We link arms and we figure out how to get out there and really fight to help people live their best life, whatever that may be to them. And we are all successful as a team. We are so much stronger when we work together. We run challenge groups together. We have weekly team calls that we do. Every single Wednesday, there's team calls. They're recorded if you can't get on them, but I always encourage people to, because the more you dive into this community and get to know the other women, the more fun this is. We have message pods, like I said, where we link arms together and do this together. We have a team page. We've got tons of training there for you so that when you start and you're like, okay, I have no idea what I'm doing as a coach. Awesome. Neither did we. And this is how we learned. And we share our best tips so that you don't have to fail forward like we did. You can go out there and start being successful right away.
Yeah. And we absolutely love to have fun. We have yearly retreats, and we have our yearly conference, which is called Summit. It was this past weekend. We had to do it virtually. Definitely not the same, but we love to get together in person because we are literally scattered all over the country and even some of Canada and the UK. So we love to get together, have these retreats, and they're basically like the best girls trips ever. We get to learn together and we get to just share our experiences and the impact that this has made in our life. You can earn monthly gifts on our team, as well as Beachbody gives monthly prizes and stuff. And there's always fun, different community challenges going on. Like next month, we have something called Team Cup, which is super fun. And there's like tiered prizes. And then you actually can earn a all-inclusive trip, international trip to Next year it's Mexico, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Riviera Maya.
I keep getting them all confused. Next year is Mexico, and we have like 5 of our immediate team going, which is super exciting, and like 15 of our upline and stuff going with us. But you can earn that completely paid for you and someone else to come with you. You can even bring your kids if you want and make it a family trip. This was a huge draw for me because I love travel. So does Sheena. We totally connect on that. So like every chance to travel anywhere, we love to do that. And so does our team, which is really cool. But yeah, we love to have fun. That's for sure.
Okay, so this slide, we're going to talk about all who makes a good coach and who doesn't, because we hear all of the time these, I guess you would call them myths on, oh, I can't be a coach because of XYZ. So I'll let Julie get started with that.
So good at selling. Everyone says this, but I'm not good at selling. I do not feel like I'm in sales. I have been a salesperson before. I used to sell tuxes. It is the worst job ever, especially when you don't believe in it, you know? But I don't own anything anyone buys from me. You know, people buy things from Beachbody and they get linked to me. Beachbody gives me a portion of that and I get to help them. You know, our job doesn't start at being a salesperson. Our job really starts when someone purchases something and we get to help them through it. I am selling. I hate that word because I share my story. People want to join me. They're inspired by what our team is doing, the results they can get, and I help them purchase the tools that they need to be successful. And then I help them do it. So I hate this myth because I never would have signed up to be a salesperson ever. So you don't have to be good at selling. You just have to be good at being an encourager and sharing your story. That's all it is.
Yeah, totally. I don't know enough people. I hear this all the time from people and I kind of have to laugh because when I started as a coach, I didn't have an Instagram at all, like no Instagram. And I had my Facebook and I had maybe 200 friends on Facebook at the time. And they were mostly family. Some of my really close friends, my husband used to be in the military, so we lived in Spain. I used my Facebook as a way to communicate with my family. I never used it to post every day or to share my fitness journey or any of that before I started coaching. And so when people tell me that they don't know enough people, great. You don't have to know enough people. You have to be willing to share your journey and go out there and meet people. And if you're one of the people like me who's a total introvert and that just makes you a little bit queasy and nervous, just know you are going to find your people. It's not about going out there and trying to be Miss Popular and meeting tons and tons and tons of people. It's about being who you genuinely are so that you'll attract people who are just like you and then continuing to grow from there. So you don't have to know a lot of people. You just have to be willing to meet them and get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. But I don't have time. I mean, you heard my story earlier. I had zero time to start a new adventure, let alone like go all in a business like this. But you don't have to have a lot of time, first of all. We say if you have 1 hour a day to work your business, you can absolutely be successful. And that's all I had. And it wasn't even one solid hour. It was like 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, a half an hour there. You know, it can be cut up and we teach you how to build a business in those pockets of time. But guys, no one starts this business because they have extra time on their hands. Like no one's like, oh, I have some extra time. I'm going to, become a health and fitness coach. No, you do this business because you want more time in your life. And once I heard that, I was like, that is so true. Like I didn't have time, but I wanted more time. So that's just an excuse you're telling yourself. We all have the same amount of hours. We have people on our team who have 4 kids and who work full time and they still get it done. Or, they're overnight work shift nurses and, like their schedule's all off and they still get it done. It just depends on how bad you want this opportunity and your future to change.
Totally. And I'm not in good enough shape. I think that our company name sometimes is a little misleading that it's called Beachbody because you think Beachbody, oh, they're all going to be like super fit and super in shape. But I will tell you right now, I had not lost all my baby weight before I started coaching. I have gone through a second pregnancy and losing the baby weight again. Julie's gone through a pregnancy. She's pregnant right now. And so here's what I will say about not being in shape. Awesome. You have such a special thing to be able to show people as you go your progress, how you're getting healthier, what it is that you are actually doing in order to get into better shape. And it's not about getting six-pack abs. It's not about being a certain size or a certain number on the scale. It's about being your healthiest. And you get to share your journey as you go. And I think that that's just an incredible thing about this. So no matter where you're at in your journey, there are people out there who need to see you and hear your story and will relate to it and will want to link arms and go along this with you.
Yes, I know some incredibly successful coaches who are not skinny, who are not a certain number on the scale. Like, they are living their best life and they feel good in their skin and they just share that and they are successful. It does not matter. I hear all the time, like, oh, I could never be a fitness coach like you. Like, I could never be that strict. I'm like, we are not strict. Okay.
I love my wine and I love my pizza.
Yes, we have all the treats. When we get together, guys, oh my gosh, like, I think people think when we get together on our retreats, like, it's like salads and sparkling waters. Like, no, we have all the treats. We celebrate hard with all kinds of different things. But anyway, I just had to go there. Yes, I'm not inspiring. I remember feeling not inspiring to other people, but I promise you, your story matters. No matter how big or small you think it is, it matters. And you are going to inspire people through that. There are people out there who are just like you, who maybe be silently struggling, or maybe they have a million kids running around and they have no time for themselves, or maybe, who knows, but whatever your story is, I promise you, people out there are feeling this same way, and you can lead them to feel inspired through your journey. And I promise you that you will. You just have to be open enough and vulnerable enough to share, and you absolutely will inspire people. And the last one, wait, is this a pyramid scheme? Guys, I literally, before, I'm a super skeptical person and I never ever thought I'd own a business. So as soon as I heard about this opportunity, I was like, oh, is that one of those like pyramid schemes? And people still say this all the time. First of all, pyramid schemes are illegal. And there's a huge difference between multi-level marketing and MLM, which also people get confused as a pyramid scheme, and pyramid schemes. Pyramid schemes, you have people buy things, but they don't get anything from it. And you just find people to buy, give you money. And MLMs are, they're buying something. You have a team underneath you. And as you build your team, Beachbody will pay you more money. It's not that your team is paying you more money. I think people think that like the team underneath you is going to pay you money. Like, no, we don't get any of their commission or anything like that. But the bigger your team is and the more growth you have and the more people you lead, obviously your business is going to get bigger and bigger. So I hope that clarifies it to you a little bit for you. This is not a pyramid scheme. It is multi-level marketing, but it's network marketing. It is a huge industry right now. There wouldn't be all these network marketing companies if it wasn't a successful design organization. I mean, think about any organization out there, like a school. There's a superintendent, there's a principal, and then there's vice principals, and then there's teachers. And like they all get paid at different amounts. Any corporate institution has the same setup. It's basically the same as any other like corporate setup. So it's not a pyramid scheme. It has a bad rep, but you have the power to change that for people's minds. Because I know I thought that too. And once I did more research and learned more about it, I was calmed at the fact that I wouldn't have to go to people's houses and try to sell them like knives or something. Like Cutco, that was the first thing I thought of. Read this bottom. It says, if you don't sacrifice for what you want, meaning that this does take sacrifice. Like we get up early. We sometimes stay up late. We work during nap time. We work during lunchtime. Like there will be sacrifices. I watched a ton of junk TV before this, and now I don't. I have cut that out of my life to have time to help people. Wow, what a better use of my time. So if you don't sacrifice for what you want, what you want will become your sacrifice. And that is just so true.
I love that. And just to kind of put a little bit more on the pyramid scheme, I literally have never heard anybody say this to me. So it was always a little funny when I see that or I hear that. But what I do want to say is this, as Julie was talking about, as your team gets bigger, you obviously have the potential to make more money, but it's not just about signing up thousands of people under you. It's about signing people up and then helping them to be successful. Our entire business, whether it is on the health and fitness side, the client side, or the business side, the coaching side, is about helping people to live a better life. So you're never signing somebody up under you and then just being like, okay, great, next. Like, you're always helping those people. And I think that that's really cool about what we do, is that we get paid to truly help people. So as long as you are helping them be successful, that will help you to be successful as well.
And that's so different from a lot of other companies, right? Like makeup, for example. Like you sell them something, they use it, and then you sell them something again. You know, like that. It's just so different from this.
Totally. Okay, so how do you join us? You can pay $40 to become a coach. That will sign you up, but I never recommend this. And the reason why is, like Julie was saying at the very start of this presentation, our job is to share our journey and to share what it is that we're doing. And if you sign up for $40 and then you go out there and try to tell people you need to drink Shakeology and you need to do these workouts or drink our Energize and Recover for your pre and post workout or whatever, you're selling. And that's not what our team is about. That's not what we're about. We are about sharing what we are actually using and love with other people. And you can't do that if you just sign up for $40 and you don't use the products. And so I always recommend signing up with the challenge pack. And this is legit the absolute best value for your money. And it's insane to me. When I signed up 6 years ago, there was no such thing as Beachbody On Demand. You bought a DVD and you got a DVD and you got Shakeology. Well, now you get Beachbody On Demand for an entire year, which, if you're unfamiliar with what that is, think Netflix, but for workout programs. So you have access to everything, every single personal trainer, every single nutritional program. There's my daughter yelling at me. Life. This is how we fit our business in. Let's see if my husband's gonna come. Probably not. Hold on, guys.
I was gonna sneak in here anyway. As a coach, if you've ever bought a challenge pack, you can actually become a coach for free. So that $40 gets waived. So if you've already bought a challenge pack, you can literally sign up to be a coach for free. If you want other things, so if you want to try it, you could buy another challenge pack and the coach fee would be waived as well. But you also get 25% off in the future as a coach too. I wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, totally. So when you sign up, like I said, you'll get Beachbody On Demand, everything, nutrition programs, everything online. You get 2 nutrition programs now. This is brand new, insane. You're going to get access to our more structured nutrition program and then access to our more flexible nutrition program. So whatever it is that you personally need, whatever will work best for you, you have an option and you can figure it out. And you have options to do both. So that's really cool. And then you also get nutritional supplements. So you can get Shakeology with that. You can get Energize and Recover. You can get all of it. Whatever it is that you want, you get to pick your own journey. And that ranges anywhere from $160 to $220, depending on the challenge pack that you pick. And the cool thing is we'll help you to figure out what option is best for you based on your goals and what it is that you need with your health journey. Okay, so I guess I'll kick off with this one. These big dreams. I'm looking at the middle picture right now, and that is Julie and me and my husband and Julie's husband. And that was the first ever Success Club trip that we went on together. And that's the trip that Julie was talking about earlier, where you get to basically go on a trip for free because you earn it by helping people throughout the year. And this was the first time I'd ever been to an all-inclusive resort. I had no idea what that meant. And I was shocked. Like, we got there and everything was paid for and we didn't even need to bring a wallet or money around with us anywhere. We went on all these excursions. This one we went and did like some cave diving thing, which was really cool. But it was all paid for. And not just for me, but for my husband. Like, we got to take this trip together, and we got to take this trip with friends. And when I first started coaching, would not have even had this on my vision board, because it seemed so crazy to me that that would even happen, that I could earn a trip for free. And so what I want to say is this. I know a lot of times people come in and they think, okay, I just want to make ends meet. That was me. I wanted to just make ends meet. If I could just make ends meet, we would be fine. And then I did that. And then I was like, okay, we're doing pretty good. We're making ends meet. I don't have to ask for borrowed money from my parents anymore. I wonder if I could let Jeff pursue a job that he likes and take a pay cut to do that. And then we did that. I wonder if we could pay off our credit cards. And then we did that. I wonder if we could XYZ, whatever it is for you. Start small. That's okay. But those big dreams that you have that maybe you're afraid to share with people, maybe you're afraid to talk about, maybe you want to travel and take these big, crazy trips. Maybe you want to, my big dream right now, I'll share it with you, is to be able to, at the drop of a hat, be like, all right, let's go fly off to Europe for a week and travel. I lived in Europe for 3 years, loved it, would love to go back there. Sounds insane, right? To just be like, okay, cool, we have a week off, let's just fly off to Europe. But y'all, it's possible. And so what I want to say is, anything that you can think for your life, if it hits you in your soul strong enough and you want it bad enough, this is the vehicle that can make that happen for you. And it can make that happen for you in such a rewarding and fun way. So I just want to say, dream big and dream bigger than you think, because every time you hit one of those goals, you're going to realize, okay, I did that. Now what? And that is what is so exciting about this.
So exciting. I love that so much. Yeah. And our team is full of ladies with big dreams, and we all didn't start there. We started small. But man, it is crazy with thinking back of all the goals that like we've checked off, like, okay, debt free, done, vacation more, done, but it started with paying for my products and paying for groceries and paying for gas and making some new friends, it's just crazy. But yeah, those big dreams, set your sights on them and go after them, and we will help you get there.
All right. So do you want to talk a little bit about why now?
Sure. Cool. So you absolutely belong here. I love that our company has had this slogan before, but all these pictures I hear, like, this is our team. This is our bigger team. This is our smaller team. This is our Beachbody team, the one down below. And right now we are sitting on a gold mine. We have just launched the newest program, Muscle Burns Fat, and it has been the biggest launch we have ever had in Beachbody. This has been our company's biggest year, probably partially due to COVID and being on quarantine, but people need this. They need this solution in their life. And Muscle Burns Fat came at a perfect time. It is still in the coach launch, so you can still get access and join as a coach and start your business with it. And it's the perfect time. We have a lineup of 2 to 3 new programs coming out in the next couple months. And our company is just predicting massive launches. And it's really, really exciting. I heard someone describe it yesterday as, like back when Apple had like the first iPhone or before that, like you wish you bought Apple stock before their company blew up. That's right now. You wish you became a coach right now, so that by 2021, you have an incredible team to work with and that your business is booming. Like, that's the opportunity that we are sitting on right now. And I'm super excited for all the new coaches who join our team this month, because we've added 35 new coaches to our team in the last week and a half, which is insane and so incredible. And it's just going to keep happening through this launch. So now is the time.
Yeah, now is definitely the time. People are stuck at home. People need to get healthy. People are worried about losing their jobs. And this is something that can help them during this time. What I always like to think is this: what do you have to lose? Like, honestly, think about it. What do you have to lose? You sign up as a coach. You pay $160, you get access to all these workouts for an entire year. You get 30 days of shakes that are going to help you with your nutrition. You get to meet incredible women. The worst case scenario is you never let yourself get uncomfortable and dive into the business, but you do get healthier. So what do you really have to lose? I remember thinking when I first started coaching, I was like, okay, I can either get out of my comfort zone and dive in and say, okay, I'm going to ignore the people who think I can't do this. I'm going to ignore the people who might judge me for being part of network marketing. I'm just going to go all in, because if I don't, next year I could be in the exact same position I'm in now. I can't tell you how many people I talk to month after month who they have the same reason for not starting. I don't have the money right now. And that kills me, because it's never going to change until you change something. Your health is never going to change until you change something. Living paycheck to paycheck is never going to change unless you change something, and you have the power to. And this is what can do that for you. And so I want you to really think, what do I have to lose by doing this? And I promise you that even if you don't go all in with coaching, and I hope to God that you do, because it is incredible and totally life changing and life giving, but even if you don't do that, you gain something still. And so it's really incredible to be able to do that. And we want you to be there at these events with us. We want you to be in these pictures with us and to be having fun with us. And if you would have seen me 5 years ago, I would have looked at these pictures and been like, oh, they're all so pretty and they're also having so much fun. That's not me though. I can't do that. But here I am 6 years later, and I'm doing that. And I've got this supportive group of women around me, and it's incredible. So you belong here, and I want you to read that and let it sink in into your core, because you do, and you have literally nothing to lose by going for it. And that's what we got for you. So reach out to one of your coaches. If you want to join in with our team, reach out to the coach that sent this to you, the coach that you've been talking to. Let us guide you and help you and get you into our team and a part of it. And I hope that we see your announcement on our team page soon that you're here with us.